Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for Storytime with Sean, episode number 8. This one is a story called Airbud 69. Thank you for coming to listen, and I appreciate everybody that follow me from Twitter or like the videos and, that kind of stuff. Um, do all that same stuff again, please. But with that, now I will just let you get into the story. So here it is, Airbud 69. Planet WKRBX 106.8 is, by most standards, a pretty boring place. Sure, it has a lot of nice wildlife and a hospitable environment, but it wasn't anything any other planet couldn't offer, and all those planets usually had some cooler bonus stuff. Only one thing made this planet a special planet, and that was a dog. There was one dog on this planet, a dog named Bagel. Bagel would spend most of her days wandering about the planet, enjoying life, as most dogs would do. She drank water from clean rivers, chased small animals, and ate dog food from dog food bushes. But one day, her doggy life changed forever. "It sure is a lovely day today," Bagel said on that specific day, because of course she could talk, and talking dogs never have that dumb Scooby-Doo kind of voice. She did her typical dog routine, chasing her tail, licking inappropriate places, and burying bones in the forest. Unbeknownst to her, this was all being done under a watchful eye. A scientist sat at a computer with many screens, watching all the things that Bagel was doing. "Good, you're such a good dog. I think you're ready," he said to himself, like a crazy person would. He dusted off a water dish with Bagel written on it next to a really comfy-looking dog bed, and poured food from a bag of the fanciest, most healthy, most delicious, and most expensive dog food the universe had ever seen. Maybe the scientist isn't too bad. When I just introduced him, I felt like he was going to be an evil guy. Maybe he's just misunderstood? The scientist sat back down to the computers and watched Bagel go about her day. He patiently waited for her to take a little nap, and gently pulled her up to his spaceship. Bagel woke up and rolled around sleepily. She was very confused, and rightly so. Her forests and plains and wild animals were all gone, and replaced with a big metal room with all kinds of spaceshipy type things. She also noticed a tall creature, with exceptionally long limbs, and a very small torso. He was also red, but she couldn't tell because dogs are colorblind. "What's going on here? And where can I poop?" Bagel asked this being, who was also wearing a very silly-looking lab coat. "Ah, yes, Bagel. I am Kevin. I watched you grow up and become the universe's most perfect dog. Now, I want you to be my pal and go on space adventures," Kevin the scientist explained. The perfect dog has been sought after for a very long time, all across the universe, because, as they say, a dog is a man's best friend. Well, no one really says that anymore. See, during the creation of the universe, someone had the idea to create the dog, and everyone else loved dogs so much that they decided to put dogs everywhere you could find life in the universe. And they were pretty much the same as you and I know dogs, because dogs are wonderful. The new, more inclusive phrase is, "A dog is a being's best friend." It would appear that Kevin only wanted a dog that would be perfect for adventures in space, a thing that most of us can relate to. Bagel totally said yes, because she loved adventures, and wanted to see the rest of the universe. She's a really smart dog. Kevin got her acquainted with her delicious food and new bed, which was very comfy. He then went on to show her this really cool suit he made for her. It had jet boots, tons of gadgets, and a cute little helmet for her head with a deadly laser attached to it. Well, it's hard to trust a Kevin, but this guy seems to just love this dog. And, he can't be a bad guy for that, right? Before Kevin and Bagel went off to experience some adventures, Kevin insisted upon one stop to his homeworld to do just one little thing. Kevin landed the ship in a small rustic town, exited it, and began to shout in the town square, "Susan! Susan! Come out and see me! I demand it!" A lady came out of a nearby general store looking a bit confused and spoke. "Kevin? I thought I told you never to come back here, not after what you did." Bagel assumed this must be Susan, but she was really confused, and the entire town had leaned out of their windows to watch all of this happen. "See, I've changed. I'm responsible now. I can take care of things. I can even let them grow up," Kevin hollered as he pointed at Bagel. "A dog? You thought a dog would impress me? You can't make up for what you've done, Susan screamed back. Bagel was looking back and forth between the two arguing people, wondering just what to do, and looking very cute in her cool new space gear. Just come back to me, Susan, Kevin pleaded, holding a hand out towards her, even though she was quite far away. No, I can't go back to you. You like to eat babies. Your passion for eating babies means we can never be together, Susan exclaimed to everyone's shock. Also, I am way into chicks now. I don't really fancy men anymore. Now, many species and races in the wide universe eat babies. This isn't always a bad thing. But Kevin is a florp glorp, a race of tall, lanky, red beings who absolutely do not eat babies. So you could see how this would cause a problem in a relationship between two florp glorps. Fine then, my love. If I can't have you, I will eat all the babies, Kevin proclaimed in an exceptionally creepy fashion. Bagel, come with me and travel all across the universe and help me eat every baby. Man, I was right about this guy. What can you expect from a Kevin? Bagel sat down and extended a roboclaw from her suit and used it to scratch her chin. She was very perplexed. On one paw, Kevin gave her this cool spacesuit and fed her some really top-notch food and gave her a whole new home. But on the other hand, he really loves to eat babies, apparently, which isn't a very good thing at all. Just then, a voice called out, Adorable puppy, you don't need to help him eat babies. Eating babies is evil. Be your own dog and live your own life. It was Susan, acting as a voice of reason. Thank you, Susan. You made everything so simple for me, Bagel said to her, which shocked everyone in the town even more than the whole eating babies things. Talking dogs aren't very common, okay? Bagel stood up and flew towards Kevin and picked him up with her roboclaw. She flew above the small jail and lasered a hole in the roof and dropped Kevin inside. Thank you for the suit and the chance to explore the universe, but you are a bad man, Kevin, and you go to jail now, Bagel said, both nobly and stoically. The town cheered, because no one had thought to put that baby-eating monster in jail before. They were simple folk, after all. Bagel received many pets and belly rubs and treats for her efforts, but the stars were calling to her. She bid farewell to the town of Florp Glorps and got back into Kevin's spaceship, which now was hers, and took off. She flew out into the universe looking for adventures, really big bones to bury, and maybe a best friend who isn't a baby-eating monster. The end. Hey guys, thanks for listening to Storytime with Sean, episode number 8. That was Airbud 69. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you made it this far, thanks. I hope that you guys really like listening to my stories, because I really like making them. It'd be cool if you guys follow me on Twitter, like I mentioned in the beginning, or like the Facebook group. There's always going to be links in the description. Probably put up an annotation that points to links in the description. Otherwise, I just appreciate you guys listening. But it would be really wonderful if you guys could share with friends or leave a comment or anything like that. I'd sure love to hear any feedback. And as always, if you guys have an idea, a prompt or something, please feel free to submit that. And I might pick a prompt for a next story whenever, next week or whatever, when you guys, so, you know, whatever, give you guys a shout out or anything like that. But other than that, I hope you like it. I'm just going to keep doing these as long as I have fun doing them. So I hope you guys enjoy listening to them, and I really appreciate that you do listen to them. So thank you very much, and, come back next time for more of this. Thanks.